Wait for it. Says I'm live. I'll wait for YouTube to catch up. There we go. Good morning. Happy New Year. We are we are live. There we go. We are live. It's Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. We've got, I think, all of our links set up correctly this time. Yep, if that's all set, details. Let's put this in our live streams. Excuse me. Doug, happy New Year. Happy New Year, Doug. You're probably our most faithful watcher, I think, which we're super grateful. It's been a great year. I talked a little bit about this yesterday's stream, but it's been a great year. You really can't get around like all the stuff that we've done this year. We've done so many live streams and videos and content and stuff, and we've talked to so many people. We're super excited for everybody who's like been watching our stuff because we've gotten subscribers out of it. Everybody who is subscribed, we're super thankful for that. Kind of starting to sound like a Thanksgiving thing, but it's not. It's just end of the year. The year's over. Tomorrow is a brand new year. I got a brand new Music Go Round shirt this week that is a little snug, but that's just because it's new. Yeah. For those who are just chiming in here, if there's anybody just kind of dropping in here, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't. But also, if you have, thank you. We got some goals set for this year. I'm going to readjust my camera just a little bit. I'm a little crooked. There we go. Not enough for you to really notice in the stream, but enough to bug me. That's what it really was. It's enough to bug me. Remember to turn my light on. I've kind of gotten into this whole thing now where I come down here. Well, first I schedule the stream. When I get up in the morning, I come down here, I turn the light on. And then when it's time, I hit go. So whoever hit like, if that's you, Doug, thank you. If not, also thank you. I'll just Happy New Year. The Boy Wonder says Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Hope you've liked our content. We got 3 people watching. That's great. I love it. It's great. Kind of a new thing we're doing. I didn't think I'd do another one this year. I thought yesterday would be kind of be the end of live streams for the year. We did drop a new video that kind of updates you on some of the studio stuff that we're doing. We're full in Logic right now until Luna gets fixed, essentially. I like Luna. I like what it does. I just don't like that it has some quirks that don't work well for me. I need to work quick and fast and get stuff sent, and I need to have good results. And so far, Logic has done all that for us. Also got our coffee. Some friends of mine, if you're wondering what this coffee cup says, I have a different coffee cup almost every time. I try to, but I also have my go-tos. This cup is an integrity overhead door. There's some friends of mine that run a garage door. They do like industrial, commercial type garage doors. If you need one, hit them up. I don't know if they go nationwide, but they're local around my area here. And they gave me the cup for Christmas one year, and I love the cup. It's huge. It's big. It holds a lot of coffee. Can't get wrong with it. So we're gonna live stream till this cup is empty. We'll see how long that takes, or till I get something. Might go grab me another drink. I've got my liquid deaths over here too that I like to drink. So I don't know what you guys all have planned for New Year's. We don't have much planned here. No parties, no events, no shows, nothing. I think I'm just gonna hang out, order a pizza, and hang out with my daughter. My son's in Mexico with his grandparents building houses, which is super great. And we're just gonna hang out here. So my fiance is going to a party with some of her friends, which is cool. Doesn't bother me. Bothers me a little bit because I'm not going, but someone's got to stay with the kids. I think we're actually going to work. We started this Lego thing. It's really cool. It's the Mona Lisa Legos. It's huge. It's like big. It's pretty good size. You can see how big my head is. It's a painting size, and I think we're gonna keep working on it. It's like 1,500 pieces. We started it yesterday and like got about 6 bags into it. because they all come in Lego bags, and they tell you different. Each bag is a different process of building this thing, and it totally fried my brain. I was like, I didn't think Legos could do that. So, but Happy New Year, everybody! I am Justin. We are Fox and Robyn recording. Hit the like and subscribe to our channel. Hit our website, foxandrobynrec.com, if you're looking to have something mixed, mastered, recorded, whatever it might be, or video. We do video too. Obviously, we're doing live streams. I should have put my breakfast plate away, but that's okay. Dropped the two. That's all right. We get some spikes here and there in our videos. Yesterday just kind of kept trickling. It was nice, but let us know what you guys are all doing for our New Year's. We're kind of interested to see what that is. We got some goals for the year. I think we're gonna try to mix, record, master, all of that stuff. 100 songs, 100 songs to mix, master, and record. So we'll see what that looks like. It might work out, might not. I don't know. We'll just have to kind of see where we sit at the end of next year. But that's our goal. We're not doing like I kind of had a financial goal of like last year, and I really haven't met any of my financial goals that I've set. I've come really close to all of them, but I kind of decided this year not to do that. It's like a New Year's thing. Like everybody kind of sets these resolutions and stuff for the coming year, and like I think mine is to do two things: record, mix, master 100 songs, and then write and record my own songs, one every month. So that's 12 of my own songs, which technically could go towards that, 100 songs in a year type thing. So we'll just have to see. One. I just got to make sure I'm getting audio. Yesterday I had a phone call and it totally killed the audio for about a minute. It was weird. Yeah, we're still sitting about 652, which is great. Everybody that's hit the like and subscribe this year, we're super grateful for that. Like I can't reiterate that enough. Like who thought that we would get up to 652 subscribers in like 2 years? Like we pushed it for the last 2 years and it's just gone almost to 1,000. We'd like to, be able to do this many subscribers every month. It'd be great. I think I calculated it out. Next year we only need like around 300, which technically if we did the same, we'll hit 1,000 next year. We'll just have to see if that actually happens. It could happen when like we get a bunch today and put us even closer. But that's just kind of where we're at. So uh feel free to say the hi. This tag is bothering me. I should cut the tag out of this. I wonder if I still can. There we go. I ripped the tag out of my shirt. It's bothering me. Sticking me in the back of the head. Um Feel free to hit send us some quotes. We had someone trying to donate yesterday. That was kind of fun. We don't really have it set up to donate yet. We're still working on that, but just to see what happens. We had one guy who's watching. He's like, "I'm on vacation in Indonesia right now, but I'm from Chicago," and that was a really fun conversation. I love all the conversations I have on these live streams. I can't, sometimes it's not as much fun as I think it's going to be because people try to be inappropriate and stuff, and then we have to remove them. But for the most part, I really enjoy talking with everybody, and we get lots of likes and hits and stuff off these videos. So we'll just keep rolling. We did roll out a short today. We have another short that rolls tomorrow. I've been trying to schedule out our videos a little more. We'll have one roll. Like tomorrow's video will be the first video, technically the first video of 2025, which is crazy. It's a short, but it'll be the next video of 2025. Technically, this live stream won't really post like to rewatch until I think tomorrow, anyways. I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see what happens. See, yeah, that one posts tomorrow. Yep. And then I got this is today. Yeah. So we'll just have to see what happens over the coming year. It's gonna be a good year though. I have a good feeling about 2025. I think it's gonna be a good year. So we'll do more coffee time videos, more coffee time live. They're kind of one and the same, but we're gonna do more coffee time videos. Yesterday was an update video. I think maybe today I'm going to I think this afternoon after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna run some errands first. But then I also think I'm gonna clean the studio and shoot like an updated tour. So see, Doug asks, I want to ask, when you record DI guitars or bass, do you go straight into your interface or do you use a DI box? I'm a little confused about this topic and always go straight in. So we have Apollos. We have an Apollo X8 and Apollo X4. That's our recording interface setup currently. They do have a way to record. They have a high Z input on the front of them. They actually have two of them. It takes, however, it'll take over input 1 and 2. So that's if I go straight in. Lately, I've been using this guy. This is my DI that I've been using lately, and I need to get another one. That's a warm audio, so you can see it's warm audio. It might be backwards for you. I don't know. WA. Anyways, what I'll do is I'll take out of his guitar. I'll go into input, which is how you'd normally go out of the guitar into the input of the DI box, and then I'll go out into our system and through whatever mic pre I've got set up for it. I think it's my second SSL channel. I have a SSL 6 channel over here that I'll go into. So it's got a little bit EQ and compression built into the channel strip, which helps because I can kind of EQ his before it goes in. I'm kind of big into EQing before it goes in. So that's this output. I don't really, it's got a variable pad. I don't really use the pad unless I absolutely have to, but it's pretty cool. It's got a 30 dB pad, but you can go from 0 to 30. And then it's got a through, and I'll take this through, as you can see this through here. I'll take that through and I'll go out into his cabinet, into his actual amp, and then mic his cabinet and record his cabinet. So I'll capture both. I'll capture the amp and the cabinet by basically using this as a splitter box. So I'll take his pedal board into here, come out into his amp, come out into mine, so I get a clean channel where I can then use whatever modeler amplifier that I've got around here. And that's kind of how I do it. You have to watch your gain though, because the amp is always quieter than the DI, and that's with bass too. Now bass, I will go straight in depending on who brings. The current bass the setup we've been recording lately has been with a band that we're working with, and they've got an XLR output on his amp, and that'll just go straight into the system. No DI required because it's already built in. I hear people walking upstairs. I was making sure someone isn't coming downstairs. Anyways, distracted me a little bit, but that's kind of how I do bass guitars. Is it'll go straight in via mic pre, because actually I have it's the mic pre in front of me here. It's channels 7 and 8 on my claret here, and I have an octo pre that gives me another 8 mic pre's. But anyways, it'll go into that, and then I've got an insert of a DBX 560. So I'll compress it a little bit as it's going in. I'm kind of huge into trying to get everything right before it hits the computer, because one, that's like the biggest thing you can do, and then two, it makes mixing so much easier. If you can get it right before you record it, it just makes mixing so much quicker, so much easier. Your results will be a lot better, but it can take a little bit more work on the front end. So, but yeah, I usually compress and EQ on the way in if I can. And I've got some hardware now. If you can't do that, you could do that digitally with, like, if you have an Apollo, you can do that with the Apollo system. You can use the plugins to record, which is really like you're using a piece of hardware. Or if you can't do that, I know, like, if you're using, say you're using Studio One. Studio One actually has a way to do that, where you can put plugins on the inputs and then record through those plugins. So does Cubase. Logic, I haven't found a way to do that yet. Pro Tools doesn't have a way to do that yet, and neither does Luna's not one of those. I think those are the only two that won't do that. Reaper, I think you can kind of do that with Reaper. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't used Reaper in a long time. But I hope that helps, Doug, on kind of how we record our DIs here in the studio. It's a great way because you can record your DI and an amp signal, and the amp signal can be like your backup. I actually blend the amp signal in underneath my DI signal once I get a good, like, if I'm using, say, a DI signal and I'm modeling something like a Vox or a Marshall, and the guy used an orange, I'll sneak that orange in underneath it. One, because you still have a little bit of the room sound going on in the room, and then two, it'll also kind of beef up that DI signal. Now you have to think about phasing too, because you don't want those twos phasing with each other and canceling things out. So just kind of a thought. Oh, the DI box does have a phase switch on it. Yeah, it's actually set. Ours is already set to be out of phase, I think. Yeah, it's already turned on to be in phase with this guitar. But you just kind of use your ears when it comes to that type of stuff. The phase switch, just kind of listen and see what it sounds like. If it sounds like it's sounds a little funky, try hitting the phase switch and see your low end will get better. Essentially, is what will happen. And if that gets better, that means you had probably a phase switch, and that works with bass too. Bass is big time. It'll the DI and the amp signal will cancel the low end out a little bit if you don't monitor the phase. They'll definitely do that. And I had that problem actually the last time we were recording bass that way. I was like, man, bass just sounds really thin, and it came to be a phasing issue. So we fixed it by just flipping the phase on. His amp actually had a phase switch on the output, so we just switched the output phase, and it fixed everything. It was great. But yeah, that's kind of how I do those in a nutshell. Um, I hope that helps you out, Doug, because that's how we do a lot of things like that. Now, sometimes, like if I'm recording myself, I won't do a DI, but that's because I can sit here by myself and really dial on the guitar tone that I want. Whereas when I'm working with a band, we need to move real quick so we can get on. Like if we're doing multiple songs in a day, we got to move quick. So that's just a easy way of moving quick. It's kind of a fail safe. You're like, oh, his amp ended up he's got an output tube or something that's going funky and his amp sounding really weird. You've got the DI to fall back onto, and vice versa. So there's times where I've DI'd stuff, and then that whole system of like, okay, DI and amp, and I listen to the amp. My amp sounds amazing. No way am I gonna get that tone with the DI. So I just end up I put some other amp on the DI and then just like blend it the opposite. Everybody else that's watching, happy New Year's. I almost said happy Thanksgiving. It's Happy New Year's, New Year. Um, yeah, Happy New Year's. Hit the like and subscribes if you guys haven't. I don't know who else is out there watching, but I try to hit that kind of heavy in these live streams because it's one of those things that out of all of our live streams, we get at least 4 or 5 subscribers out of them almost every time. Almost not every time, but that's about the average. So, anyways, um, I hope people are making music for. I might make some music. We'll see for New Year's. We'll see how it goes. I've got my box out being repaired, and I've got my Fender sitting over here. After I figure out what the rattle was, I had crazy. I actually posted a video on it today, but I had a little wire. It was a little like twist tie, like you put on your bread and something. Someone had dropped it down in the speaker cabinet. So when you play, that would rattle against the cone and make it sound bad. So, anyways, Doug says, "I love the idea amp and DI simultaneously." Yes, that is like by far the easiest way to do that, and that's actually how a lot of people do it. I gotta take a drink here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, it's easier. It just makes things. It's like killing two birds with one stone. And I don't know why a lot of people don't do it that way. Like that's kind of how I was taught. It's like, okay, we're going to record your amp, but we're also going to take a DI simultaneously because then we still have your pedal effects, your delays and stuff that's going on in your pedals, and then it goes into the DI, and then we can use whatever amp we feel like we want. We can reamp it with a Marshall, a Fender, a Fox, whatever we want, or we can use a modeler and model whatever we want. Doug asks, what genre of music do you mostly record? I mostly record punk and a little bit of metal, rock and roll for sure. A little bit singer songwriter. We get some of that from time to time. Um, I've got a guy that does most of the hip hop stuff. Like he's a hip hop guy. He produces his own hip hop music. He knows the hip hop world. So when we get hip hop guys in, I try to bring him in as much as we can because he knows that world. And then he does the same where he's trying to get other clients of like mixing rock and roll and stuff, and he doesn't know that. So he'll bring me in on those things, and we share information like that. It's a good give and take. I feel you can learn off of each other, especially with different genres. And I don't know why more people don't do that. Like, why don't you learn off of other genres? So Or if that was my daughter that was up. I don't know. I heard someone walking upstairs. It could have been my daughter. Could have been my fiance. Could have just been one of the dogs. But I think all the dogs are outside because you might hear them barking. It sounds like our pit bull's outside. She doesn't like to be outside for long. Not really. A few minutes maybe. She likes to go out there get some water. You know. Ooh, trends. I like this trends thing in analytics. That's kind of cool. I'll go back to overview. There's all sorts of stuff they've added to YouTube over the last few months. Yeah. But anyways, like that's kind of the music we record. We do a lot of. I like a lot more of the punk and rock genres because they're a lot more fun. There's a lot more like overdrive and aggression that can come out. It's a little bit faster. But I do like to dabble in other genres if I can, just to kind of give some variation of it. The music I write varies from either kind of mellow melodic stuff to like faster punk rock type stuff and kind of somewhere in between. Just depends on how I'm feeling. But like I said, this coming year, we're going to record, I want to write and record at least a song a month. And I'm hoping I can hit that goal. If I get to at least 10, I'll be good. But we'll see if I can hit 12. Oh, they loved my comment. I commented on the Phantom Power Hours, and I love their videos because their videos are all over. Like when they post a video, that whole podcast video, it they talk about all sorts of stuff, not just music. So, but they are a studio. They're kind of what inspired me to do this a little bit. Yeah, you guys can feel free to comment and do whatever you like on not whatever you like, but kind of comment and just kind of ask questions and whatever, and we'll do our best to answer them. I'm trying to get some more people maybe on here this coming year. That's another goal of like this live stream is get more people on here. And it might be one of those things where, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I would do it. I'd like to do a live stream where I interview somebody, but I don't know who to interview yet. So if you guys got any ideas on what you'd like to see on the live streams, I might play some music. I might just drink coffee. I might have to blow my nose, but that's a different problem for a different time. Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know if we'll go a full hour today or not. I always plan on going a full hour, but it depends on people who's watching. I know a lot of people are probably getting ready for working right now, getting ready for tonight, and all these various things that are gonna go on. Um, Doug says, "Awesome punk and metal." Yeah, I haven't done a lot of metal in a while, but that's kind of the genres we have worked in the past. I worked with the last metal, like full on metal band I worked with was called what are they called? Shattered Halo was one of them, but there was another band after that. But I think both of those bands have kind of dissolved or become something else or moved on and are doing different things now. So I don't know if any of them are actually like any of the music that we actually recorded went anywhere. Let's see. Let's look at our website today. I haven't looked at any of the analytics for the website. I have for our wave stuff, like which is in the description for this video. If you guys need any wave stuff, their year-end deal is still going on. We got one. Yay, one. It's not bad though. We got about 3 or 4 like views on our website a month. Oh yeah, they said cool. That's awesome. I hope they keep those going. I love their videos. Let's see if I go like this. Can I go? I can't see that, can I? I have to go to the actual YouTube and go to notifications. Uh, it inspires me. Our own live streams and podcasts. Does really does. Like we really like I don't like my own video. I like theirs. So, anyways, you just gotta kind of find inspiration in certain things, and I do it in other videos because I'm always trying to figure out like I see what other people are doing, and I'm trying to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. So, but I gotta try stuff and see what works for our own channel. So if it works for our own channel, I'm gonna continue doing it. Like live streams. they work really well for our channel for some reason. They work way better than our other videos. I hope that I gotta figure out if live streams go towards our um our monetization that we're in process of. Yep, not really telling me if it does or not. Let's see what Doug says something. Doug says, when you write music, do you play all the instruments and sing? Now, I don't normally sing. I'm gonna let you know on that secret. I don't sing usually. Not that I can't. I just don't like how I sound. Nor is the music that I'm always like working on is my voice suited for. That's the other reason. But usually I will. If it's my own stuff, I'll sit here and I'll play drums and I'll play guitars and I'll play bass to the best that I can. Um, or I got some friends who will come in and help me from time to time. Like, hey, come help me. I'm writing a song just kind of for fun. Could you do the bass part on it? Or could you do keyboard part? I have some friends who are keyboard players, and I'll bring them in just to like, hey, play on this, and it's kind of fun. I have a friend who's a guitar player. Sometimes he'll come in. I actually like working with him, like writing stuff with him, because we start off as like a jam, like a big jam with him. He plays guitar, I'll play drums, and we'll just jam for like, I don't know, an hour. And then out of that hour, something, usually I've got something, because I'll just hit record and let it roll while we record. Let it like an hour roll by while we're recording drums and guitar. So, but I don't normally sing. That's very rare that I sing on something. So, but if that's how it bees, that's how it bees. If I need to sing on something, I will. Yep. Yep. What was it? Someone else liked something, like to reply. Oh yeah. I have someone who asked me if they like what the if this they only want to get in the Luna and what do they think of the summing. I'm like, the summing's great actually. I really like the summing in Luna. It's just there's a lot of like issues that Luna has right now that I wonder if they have an update for it. They might have an update. Let's see. They rolled out updates a lot. I don't see why are we in demo mode. Oh, that's wild. Oh, there it goes. It was like demo, and then all of a sudden it went to like authorized. That was weird. All my UA plugins went like, nope, you aren't. See what anything pops up in an update. No, no update there. Refresh this. No, no updates. It seems like okay, that's cool. Updates are fine. We don't need an update on anything at the moment, so. Ooh, I don't want to watch that video later.
So by now, as
I don't want to watch the video. I just wanted to save it for later. There's a video on short titles, like SEO titles. Because I didn't want to improve our titles. So that's what I know. We're trying to improve the channel every time we can, but it doesn't always work the way that you think. So manage guests. I am the only guest. If anybody, some of my regulars, you guys could be guests on here if you really like. If we really wanted to get you on here as a guest, we could. Just let us know if that's a thing. If you want to, like, we're always looking for guests for the channel and for the live streams more, and we can. I just figured out today that I can do that. They must have done an update or something and added a way to do it when you set up the stream, and I didn't think I could. So, but that's what I know, and I'm gonna keep going forward. Let's see here. Ideal ideas for me. Nope. I think I got that all set. Oh, we're hitting increasing. Yeah, shorts. YouTube shorts are getting longer, which I think is weird. A short isn't 3 minutes. A short is like, to me, it's 60 seconds. I could see going to a minute 20. You know, but they made them 3 minutes, and I don't know why. It seems weird. Like, who wants a 3 minute short? At that point, it's just a video that's vertical. It's a long form video that's vertical instead of horizontal. That's all it is. So, I don't know. But I think with this whole TikTok stuff that's coming down the pipeline, there's gonna be a lot more push to people using YouTube Shorts and Instagram. I think. Actually, go to Instagram. Instagram. Haven't been. Oh, I have been there. There it is. Try it as stuff. Cool. I'm just trying to make sure it's notifications. What are notifications? Nothing. Nothing I haven't already seen. What's our analytics here? No, I don't want to boost. I just wanted to see our dashboard. Top posts in 28 days. Cool. Let's go. Yeah, go to content. Yeah, a lot of stuff we've posted in the last few days. We do post quite a bit on Instagram. And if you want to check out our Instagram, it's just Fox and Robyn Rec. Just go to Instagram and type in Fox and Robyn Rec, and we'll come up. We post stuff there all the time. I'm looking at reels here. Let's see. Those got 17. Yeah, we've got quite a few reels on here too. Like I try to repost a lot of stuff to our. Oh, that's an old one. That's a really old one. Oh, that's a cool picture. I like looking back at some of these. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was cool. That was when I had the ultra wide screen. There are days where I miss the ultra wide screen, and then there's days where I'm like, no, I like my Apple display. So it's just kind of. And I hear dogs barking. She just wants in. You might hear it in the stream. You might hear a dog barking. It's just a dog. One of our dogs wants in, and no one's letting her in. But it's also 12:30 here, so um, yeah, that doesn't really bother me. That if she was barking at like 6 a.m., it might be a little different. Yeah, it's got 11. That's not bad. It's actually got 12. I know it does. Yeah, we posted a video on basically kind of what's new in the studio, but also like why we switched to Logic. And yeah, go check it out. It's in our content. Why are we sitting at videos? I think we're 111 videos. Yep, 111. So kind of see where that gets us. Oops, Robyn. See, I like that title. It's a little bit better. Seriously, yes, seriously. I don't know what you're saying seriously about, Doug, but seriously. If you're talking about YouTube shorts getting longer, yes, it's already actually happened. You can do now a 3-minute short, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go here. Go back. Oops, I went to the wrong one. I'll just stay here. Dashboard. Let's see here. Increasing links. You live stream. They've had Q&A stickers on mobile, which is handy. I'm trying to find the Android bulk upload studio. This doesn't tell me if what the new. It was 2020 October. Yes. Increasing shorts length starting October 15th, 2024. Creators can upload shorts up to 3 minutes in length. Now, I haven't been able to actually do it from here, but I imagine it's something you probably do on your desktop. Shorts longer than 1 minute that have active content ID claim will be blocked. So if you have a content ID claim, it'll be blocked, but that has to do with policy and other things. Learn more about 3-minute shorts. After the day with a square vertical ratio of 3 minutes and length will be categorized. So yeah, if you have a 3-minute vertical video, it'll be categorized as short. If you have a square that is also a square video that's also 3 minutes in length, up to that 3-minute length will also be categorized as short, which is kind of obnoxious in my whole thing, but it is what it is. Hopefully it works out, but I do kind of think people will kind of move more towards like TikTok. With TikTok kind of maybe going away, it's supposed to be banned to the 25th. but we'll see what actually happens. But if it goes away, I could see people going to YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Facebook is kind of the same thing as Instagram Reels. So I'm saying Instagram and YouTube will probably get a bump in the short form stuff like that TikTok was known for. Maybe even X. Maybe X will do something. I don't know. That's an Elon Musk thing. Or Blue Sky. Blue Sky is another one of those. I actually really like how people are like, Blue Sky's more liberal. I'm like, I really don't care. I'm not into the whole political thing. But I will say I like how Blue Sky works. I like how when you post a video, I don't have to like upload a an image with it. Okay. Oh, Doug says he'd like to see us do a video of miking and recording drums. We're actually working on that video. There's a lot that goes into a video like that. And I say that as one, there's a lot that goes into miking a drum kit. And there's also a lot of other things like that out there. But we have a little bit, if I move out of the way here, I can't really move, can I? You can kind of see we have one overhead. That's it. We have a mono overhead. So everything's mono kick drum. So there's one kick drum, one snare, one tom, one rack tom, one floor tom, one overhead. That's it. 5 mics. Is that 5 mics? Kick, snare, tom, overhead. Yeah, that's 5 mics. And you might be like, that's weird. It is. You're not wrong. It is kind of weird. But I've also found that I get a lot of tonality that way. One, the less mics you have on a drum kit, the less phasing you have. Two, it's a lot quicker to set up and tear down if you have less mics too. You don't have to like sit there and reposition like 8 mic or 12 mics. Now I've done kits where we've had 12 to 8 to 12 mics, and it's not bad or anything. But a lot of the and like probably what will go along with this miking and recording drums video will be also like a mixing drums. Like, so I'll take those same drums that we mic'd and recorded, and I'll show you how I mix them. And I use samples for one. I know, big no-no. People say, "Oh no, can't use samples." I'm like, well, I'm not replacing the whole kit with samples. I'm adding the samples to the kit. So that's one. And then I've got some bussing and some other stuff that goes along with all that. That makes our drum sound what it is. If you want to hear like one of the latest songs we recorded, let me see if I can find it. I'll put a link in our. I just want to go to my website. I do not website preview. I want to go to the actual website. No, how do I get? Let me just type it in. Fox and robynrack.com. I go to our work. Come on, our work. It's not going to our work. I don't know why. Anyways, we have a video. We have one called Rumpus Time, and I'm gonna put a link in here. You can check out our latest. If you go to Rumpus Time by Gamma Paw, that's in the top of our um, list here on our website. You'll hear kind of how our drums sound currently. So I'm just gonna paste that in there. You guys can check that out if you like. You can listen to some of our stuff, and it kind of shows you like how our drums are currently sounding in a mix. Well, most current, because we are working on the rest of their album, the rest of their EP, which I need to text them and give them a list of dates available to come in and record the rest of their songs. So, and our coffee's getting end. It's getting the end of this coffee. We're like right here. And yesterday we did an hour and 20 minutes. So if I go a little short today, it's fine. It equals out. But yeah, you guys can check that out and let us know what you think of our mixes and stuff. Or if you want us to mix something and you liked how it sounded and you want us to mix something, we will definitely do that for you. So what else we got here? We got all sorts of stuff. Pedals. I'm always looking for more pedals, but that's just, you know, can't never enough guitar pedals, unfortunately. Copyright? Yeah, no, nothing. That's great. Nothing to be seen here. That's good. No copyright. I have no copyright problems. Oh, channel subtitles. That's cool. community. They've added so many little things to this that it's kind of fun. Anyways, I kind of figured we won't get a lot of people watching this today because it technically is a holiday, and I know on holidays we don't really get a whole lot of watchers, but that's fine. Is what it is. Might come back to it, might not. I got some stuff I need to do today. Anyways, so if it runs short, it runs short. Yeah, that's all I know. Hopefully you guys have gotten something good out of this stream. If you guys are into recording guitars and want to know how I DI guitars, or you just like to talk to us. Yeah, it's gonna be a good video for sure, Doug. It's just gonna be a longer video, and there's a lot of things that have to go into like that video. I might shoot that today instead. I don't know. I've kind of started shooting it, but there's some parts that I want to redo, and there's some other stuff that I want to do, and like in that video, I'll like give reasons why I do each drum the way that I do them. Excuse me. Ah, nose is plugging up. I think we got a storm coming through. My nasal passages get all weird when storms start coming through. Anyways, but we're gonna kind of work on that video and give reasons why we mic each drum the way that we do, and they're not really super conventional, but they are what they are. You know, people like them. People like them. But like I use a ribbon mic. If you guys check out what is that video? I have to look at the video because I can't remember what the name of it is. It's our warm audio ribbon mic video. If you check that video out, that's our drum overhead currently. It's a WA44, big microphone. As you can see, it's back there. It's right there. It's huge. It's as big as my face. It's massive. But that's what we use for an overhead. That's it. That's all I need is that one mic. And people are like, well, what? No, it has to do with positioning, for sure. For sure. That's how you get the best sounds. Is just finding the right positions for where you have stuff and where you want stuff to sit. But yeah, like we're very minimal, and that's what it is. I love the mic too. That's why we got it. I always wanted a 44, an R44. I've had like the MXL R44, which was not a bad starter ribbon. Like it's $100. Like you can't go wrong with it. Um, I recorded a whole album with just four of them, like $400, and I had four ribbon mics that sounded fairly good. They're very usable mics. Um, they're a little fragile though. They're a little more fragile than even like a traditional ribbon, and that's just something to be with quality build, I'm sure. Dogs are barking some more. That's the dog in my bathroom. He's not happy. That's okay. Or something is triggering her. Anyways, I'll probably have to go see that here soon. Oh, hi, Star. Hi again, Star. Star says hi again. But anyways, that mic I bought because I loved how it looks. I love how they sound. But to buy an actual vintage R4 like R44, like an RCA 44, you're looking at like anywhere from 5 to 10 grand. Like they're expensive. So Warm Audio came out with their WA44, and the thing is fantastic. I actually even dropped it. So don't tell Warm, but I dropped it. And all it did was damage its grill. It damaged the grill. That's all it did. The mic itself works fine. So, and then I run it into a Warm Audio mic pre, which will eventually, when I get patched back in, I'm gonna run it through my WA76 here, and that'll be my overhead thing. And I'll do a whole video on how and explain all of that in my settings and stuff like that, and why I do it that way. So, but yeah, if you guys are just chiming in, happy Thanksgiving. I did it again. Happy um New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. This your content doesn't make sense to my brain. My guess is that you're probably younger than I, like most of the people on here. Go home. Actually, I close that because I don't need to see that. Oh, it does sound great. I've actually already tested this chain, and it sounds fantastic. It's a very good chain because the Warm Audio Pre gives you a little bit of tone characteristics with it. So it's like going into an API style mic pre. So it goes ribbon, API style mic pre 1176 on in. So, like I said, I like to record things on the way in. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. That makes me laugh. Happy Thanksgiving to me. Yeah, I know. I keep wanting to do that, but that was a long time ago. That was back in November. We're in December. Actually, we're almost to January now. But that's funny. That made me laugh. Um, but yeah, like that's a chain that we like to work with. I'll probably show it how it goes in and out and all that stuff and all the fun stuff. But it's a video that's probably gonna take me a few weeks to film. I have a feeling because I can shoot. I might make it a two-part. I might do like part or three-part actually. Part one is the miking. Part two might be the recording. Maybe we'll see how that goes. Mic, and then part three would be the mixing. Well, we'll see. Because I don't want a video that's like that. Video could be an hour long, which would be fine. But if I feel like if I break it up in those sections, it's a little easier. You can digest those chunks easier as opposed to here's an hour long video of how we record, you know, mic record and mix drums. And actually, I could probably do that. I could probably do the mixing one first because I have this drum kit recorded this way already in songs that we're working on that are actually already released. So I might be able to do it that way. Yeah, that might be how we do it. We might do it all backwards. I don't know. We'll just see whichever is easier because it does take quite a bit of time to do those types of videos. But yeah, it does. I think that's going to probably be the best way that we do it. Uh, yeah. What does Sides have? Oh, just Happy New Year. Sides is she does like all these Logic tutorials and stuff, and I like watching her stuff because she does stuff just not on like Logic, but like this is how I do content creation and stuff like that. That sometimes helps me out. Super hit about 45 minutes. I might I might just log off here because I do have some stuff I need to get done, and I have some errands I need to run before. Like I need to run to the bank today, and it'll close. Um, not terribly soon, but I guess they close at normal time. But I'd like to get it done sooner than later because there's just some things I need to get done along with the bank. Like I need to get. We have a rabbit. I gotta buy rabbit food because we are out. The only reason we're out is I bought him a brand new bag and I set it on top of his cage. And then one night he decided he was hungry and chewed a hole in the bag and rained all the food down on him. So it's like, well, you're not getting fed until I know all that food's gone. And I think his food is finally all gone. Like everything that fell out into the cage. It was weird. He's got a personality for sure. I also need to go blow my nose and do a few other things. So I think we're going to hop off here. We wish everybody a happy new year. We will see you all in the coming year in 2025. We're going to be doing some new content, some new videos, some more tutorials, a tour of this place again. We did one in 2023. It's been a year. Things have changed. It's time to do it again. So, anyways, have a happy new year. Be safe tonight as we all do our parties and stuff and whatever and hang out with people. And I just saw your comment as I'm ending here. I saw Doug's comment of I have a recording zoo and a petting zoo. Sort of. We do have a lot of animals. We have a lot of dogs, a bunny, and a bearded dragon. So, but anyways, like I said, happy New Year. We'll see you all in the coming year, and be safe. Go make some music.